On the surface, these similarities may not be obvious, but dig a little deeper and you'll find one common mission: preparing students for a 21st century, technologically driven green economy and becoming a community hub for shaping attitudes about conservation, sustainability, and environmental issues. The United States Department of Education's Green Ribbon Schools are awarded based on a school's excellence in the areas of environmental impact and energy efficiency, healthy school environments, and environmental and sustainability education. Hilltop Elementary School is a state-of-the-art LEED certified building. LEED, the United States Green Building Council's Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design certification, is the internationally recognized standard for measuring a building's sustainability, and for school leaders, it presents a unique teaching opportunity.
If the building becomes a vehicle for learning, it's because students they're curious about it. If teachers learn about the place they go to work every day and are curious about it, it gets embedded into the culture and it becomes a real special place. And that's what Hilltop kind of represents for me.
From its recycled rubber floors to its advanced lighting and climate controls, Hilltop was designed to be green from the ground up. Wyoming County's path to a greener future uses technology to get the most from its existing buildings, and it's working.
The whole county, every one of our schools is Energy Star rated. So we had 14 good opportunities to put out there, but I thought the vocational school actually it had bigger departments, and they were all sort of embracing the green concept. Since 2003, based on the amount of energy we were using in 2003, we've saved over $2 million.
Wyoming County uses web-based automation to monitor and control energy use and environmental conditions at each of its 14 schools. From anywhere with an internet connection, Tilley can keep track of temperature, humidity and carbon dioxide levels, and the overall system status. It also allows him to find ways to increase each school's performance.
I know how much per square foot each school costs to operate. There I can look ahead and say, well, we need to upgrade equipment, but right here we'd get the best bang for our buck in this particular school because it's costing the most per square foot. Mm-hmm. Or now that I know that what I'm looking at here, I can say, well, this school here we have a little humidity problem here. Mm-hmm. We need to change something in this area in order to get our humidity back in order. If you're real-time monitoring these things, you can avoid some of the problems out there.
And while that's money saved on energy allows both schools to funnel it back to help pay for other student programs, the bottom line is really about changing attitudes. Peggy Niebergall and Sue Kirchner are teachers at Hilltop Elementary.
I think we just feel the responsibility, not just for our students' lives, but it's the beginning of a different thought process, whether it would be the change in the environmental thinking of steel, coal, gas, oil, sun, wind. We're starting to change the way people think just because of our school. And this school was made from 80% of recycled materials, and they call it cradle to cradle, so therefore when these materials wear out, they can be recycled into another product. So, when you start to think like that, and then you get the community involved, and we have businesses and partners in education and families and grandparents who drop off their recycling materials. So it's become a bonding type of a thing for the school.
The children are very excited, and they work harder now than they did before, especially the little ones. They seem even more excited, and in my classroom especially, they're very picky about what goes in what box, and they're bringing things from home to also recycle, which they weren't really doing before.
Students at the Wyoming County Career and Technical Center are getting ready to enter the job market in a challenging economy. But school leaders say the lessons learned there have helped students to flourish. With a 94% placement rate after graduation, Shelia Mann says the programs are showing results.
Our solar panel project I think is unique. You've got sustainable, alternative, renewable energy, and it was based in the most traditional program that we've got here is founded in the coal industry. And it has offered a lot more job opportunities for the students in that program with the gas companies. They are importing people to install solar panels and maintain solar panels on their wells from Texas and Alabama. Anytime you drive through here early in the morning, that's all you see is out-of-state truck plates, and that's the people that are working on the gas wells, the solar panels for the gas wells. We're hoping to replace those with West Virginia truck plates.
Leaders at both schools say it's changing the way they approach their job.
And that's one thing that really pushes us to provide as much as we can for our students, because they do like to stay here. And most of the ones that do leave at some point, they come home. And it needs to be an environment that they can come home to and bring their families and be proud.
What I think has happened is I've seen teachers transform instruction. I've seen people go do more problem-based, project-based learning because now there's a project that is very relevant. What's more relevant to students than the place they go to school every day?
And by developing a comprehensive approach to creating a green environment, both schools are leading the way to the future and creating a path for other West Virginia schools to follow. In Marshall County, I'm Greg Adolfson for Environment Matters.